Maria Veloso, thanks so much for being my guest.
Hey, Kevin. Thank you so much for having me. Glad to be here.
You're publishing one of the most important books, I believe, of all time, The 1 Minute Cure, The Secret to Healing Virtually All Diseases. And I want to congratulate you on taking the risk by publishing a book. Isn't it crazy to say you're taking a risk by writing and publishing a book in the United States of America?
It certainly is. And I was just listening to your earlier broadcast, and you said it all. And, of course, we always have our legal disclaimers in hand because we as publishers have to be very careful.
And isn't it crazy that we have to be careful as broadcasters, as people exercising our First Amendment, our freedom of speech? We write a book and we have to write a disclaimer saying when you read this, you can't believe everything that's in here. You make your own decisions. Go to a doctor. Do the. Why do we have to say to people that you must go to a doctor? Why do we have, it's outrageous, the disclaimers we have to put on in the United States of America, the bastion of free speech. It is absolutely outrageous. But let's get to the book. The book is The 1 Minute Cure, The Secret to Healing Virtually All Diseases. Is there a simple way to cure, quote, all diseases?
Well, I'm going to tell you about it right now. In a nutshell, the 1 minute cure that the author Madison Cavanaugh was talking about is a scientifically proven natural therapy that creates an environment within the body where disease cannot thrive. Now, tune that for a little bit. I know it's hard to believe, but the human body can indeed be made uninhabitable by disease. And I can tell you that there are about 6,100 articles in European scientific literature that attest to the effectiveness of this very, very simple therapy that we're talking about today. And it's been used for over 170 years.
We're sharing with you the information they don't want you to know about, discussing with the publisher of one of the greatest health books of all time, The 1 Minute Cure, Maria Veloso. Am I pronouncing your name correctly,
yes,
Maria?
Yes, you are, and thanks very much.
And I'm looking at your picture, and you are a stunningly beautiful woman. Obviously, the picture of wonderful, perfect health. Have you actually done the 1 Minute Cure yourself?
I have been doing this since Madison came to me with it in about February of last year, and my whole family's on it.
And is there a difference? You look like a very healthy person. So did you have any problem that you were trying to get rid of?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I had a couple of chronic conditions that I had been trying to heal since 1988, and they went away. And, of course, even as I say this, I am already stepping over the boundaries of FTC regulation. The
heck with the FTC. We're telling the truth. We're not selling anything. We're selling a book.
Not to be specific, without being specific, it has been quite miraculous for myself, my husband, and a lot of my family members. They swear by it.
Maria, thanks again for being my guest, and thanks for spending so much time with us on the show.
Love it. I love it.
I have a couple.
I can go on all day.
Good. I have a couple questions from some of our listeners. The first one says, what dosages can be given to children and at what ages?
Okay. Again,
you're not a doctor. You're not giving medical advice. You're only exercising your opinion. So Maria can't tell you what to do. But if she had kids, what she would do is this.
You see, the thing is with kids, because there is a protocol there, and it's in the book that Madison presents. Although in our frequently asked questions page after someone buys the book, they can inquire about the dosages for children, because dosages for pets even.
Oh, good for pets.
Yeah, it's also good for pets as well.
Okay, now you said distilled water. Can a person use reverse osmosis water?
As long as it doesn't have any iron content.
The person that wrote in about they were trying to get up to the 30 drops a day and just quite couldn't do it, they're asking if they stay at only 3 drops 3 times a day, 3 drops in distilled water 3 times a day, are they going to experience positive effects?
The 3 drops three times a day is what Madison calls the maintenance dose, and any kind of oxygenation, even that low, that minimal, will still be beneficial. That is according to her. So they're fine. A lot of people never go up to the maximum 25 drops, even when they're severely ill. At least this is what I know from the the customers who have bought our books. And they only go up to whatever they can stand, and a lot of them, that's 10 drops, and then they taper down to 3, and then they stay on the maintenance dose forever.
Okay, and
so that's them. You know what I mean? So again, if I were to use a disclaimer, I would say you and only you will be responsible for using this information the way you see fit, together with a qualified health practitioner, right?
Right. We're not doctors, everybody. I'm not a medical doctor. Maria's not a medical doctor. But what we're doing is we're expressing our First Amendment right of free speech, even though some of the criminals in government say that only doctors can tell you what to do with your health. That's a load of crap. Sue me. Take me to court. I will fight that all the way to the Supreme Court. I have a right to talk about my own health, what I'm going to do, what I believe you should do. I should be able to express my opinions. It isn't, this is it's like the Middle Ages here with the Inquisition. You can't think. The thought police. How dare you think something different than what the government, tell you to think?
Yeah.
I want people to get the book because I, like you, Maria, have gotten so much positive feedback from people that got the book and did the protocol, and it positively changed their life, correct?
Yes, and that is like one of the biggest heartbreaks of my life is that we have, literally, people who are at the brink of death, and been given 1 month to live, and I'm going to put a ... to that, and we have testimonials like that, and we cannot post them on our website.
I know. Isn't it crazy that you can't tell the truth? You can't
No.
tell the truth. This is the United States of America, and you can't tell the truth. You're not selling anything. You're selling a book.
Right.
You're selling a book. See, I challenge these people straight up. When I wrote my book, Natural Cures They Don't Want You to Know About, I was in court. They wanted to burn the books, but I challenged them straight up, and I said, I'm going to put anything I want in this book. It's protected by the First Amendment, and I can sell it, and it can say this is a cure for cancer, this is a cure for prostate cancer, this is a cure for breast cancer, this cures leukemia, this cures herpes, this cures HIV. Yes, it cures AIDS. It cures virtually everything. And I say, I will say this until you put me in my grave because I am exercising my First Amendment right.
And guess what? I probably bought about 24 of that book of yours. And when we published the 1 Minute Cure, we copied your legal disclaimer almost word for word because we know you've been through it, and if it's working for you, why not?
Absolutely.
We just wish that we could just publish them all in one little book, and just share that.
Well, we're gonna talk about this because guess what? I'll publish it. If you get the before and after photos, because I'm in court 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with these guys. Anyways,
what else is new, right?
Right. So I enjoy the fight. So seriously, before you hang up, make sure that Brandy and everything we coordinate because if you get some of this stuff, I will throw it right at the judge and say, sue me, do what you want. I'll publish this stuff. I have no fear. And the reason why my attorney, I pay the guy millions of dollars a year anyway, so I got to keep him busy. I got to keep the guy busy.
All I have is a regulatory compliance kind of lawyer. Yeah. I do not have the high-powered lawyers that you have.
I have a wing. I have a wing of there's 2 major law firms here in Chicago. I own several wings of each.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. When I come in, they bow down before me as I walk in. I keep everybody employed.
Yes, and you keep their mortgages paid and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. Maria, I so appreciate you coming on. I'm going to continue to talk about this probably for the rest of the show as well as next week. But thank you so much. We're going to talk about getting these before and after photos published in some fashion.
And I thank you so much. I have stories to tell you, if you're interested in that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We've been talking with Maria Veloso, who's the publisher of The 1 Minute Cure.